Hi guys, Saturday 25th of May. Apologies, I've been missing for quite a while now. I started the video beginning of the month, and before I could finish, I had a neighbour playing loud music. The sort of one like gangster rap, defiling women. I'm not into that. And then when they weren't playing, the school over the road, music playing for the kids. Can't begrudge it. Now I've been in hospital again, nearly 2 weeks, and I didn't know till I got out why. I thought it was just an infection in my bone, which was enough. The one and only leg, like I said, an infection in the bone. So I had antibiotics for that through a drip. Then I get out and find I had pneumonia. Things you find out later. But anyhow, the staff at Manchester Royal, let's face it, they did a fantastic job, because I am not the easiest of patients. Definitely not. That's all gone because my daughter wanted to see how much weight I'd lost. It'll be back. Now, I started the video off in early May. I believe, and I'll find out when I start editing everything, I believe it was the potato challenge 24. And I did state, don't be too hasty throwing your potatoes away, don't be too big a hurry planting out. You'll see why in a minute. Because, well, even though I know what's going to happen, it's still a nice surprise to myself. Plenty of eyes. Right. Now the biggest problem, like I said, I was in hospital, I got back. I got plants growing away like hell now. I also said around about March time, when it gets to April onwards, everything's going to fly away when the weather warms up a bit. Unfortunately, some of my plants, it's not just a case of flying away. The truth is, my polytunnel's in the wrong place in the garden, but it's the only place the wife will let us put it, under a willow tree. And if I look like I'm squinting, it's because I've got the sun square in my eyes. But plants are long, really long. Some of them look like they were drawn. The petunias, they weren't drawn, they were grown daft. So I've had to cut them back. I've had to spend a couple of days before I do a video just to try and catch up. There's I'm now starting to plant my tomatoes up, which I thought I would never have. They were very late germinating. About to throw the soil out, next thing I know there's seedlings popping up. Now, I'm looking around. Yeah, we'll go outside. I promised you an outdoor tour. We'll do it. Unfortunately, I'll have to ask you to be patient. The camera's going to be handheld. Be this dodgy old fool. So let's give it a go. Oh yes, I've also had mishaps. Even though I planted out things like a couple of brassicas in mid-March, the heavy winds we had, I've had to replace 2 plants, bad root rock, and when you're talking cauliflower, it will not form a curd. Had to come out and be replaced. We'll get there. Hi, morning guys. It's Tuesday morning, 7th of May, and we're starting now to transplant the first of me single seed potato challenge. Actually, it's the second one. I've done one earlier on. Basically, same thing. Shop bought compost. The rubbish, but doesn't seem too bad actually. The roots are spread out well in it. All I'm putting in is a handful of fish pudding bone and about half handful of potato fertiliser, probably about 3/4 handful there. It's not measured out. Now I'm going to give myself a little bit of how to work out of here. So I use a fish pudding bone bucket. That gives me more room. Get the camera up. I don't know how far you can see into it, but it's just a case of mixing it all in, any lumps, get rid of them. And I've only put about 4 inches of compost in the bottom. So I'm not too concerned with these because the roots will be on all the way up the stem. Now, plant itself, yes, I'm happy with that. Let's look at the roots. Oh yes, the stolen stand where the potato comes from. Oh, there's a few of them. That looks very good, it's very encouraging. And now it's just a case, I'll top up with the rest of the compost. I'll get back to you when I've done it. Now, I think I'll show you a bit of the compost. I've used it before, and I said at the time, it is crap. But the thing is, the truth is, I'm encouraged where the roots fly through it. So, all might not be lost. Yet another encouraging sign. Still plenty of bumps in, got to be taken out. I said I'm going to fill this pot up, and when the plant's big enough, another pot over the top. I think I'll just stick to 2 pots, see what happens. Otherwise I'm going to be wasting a load of compost. Oh, load of lumps to take out. I'll come back to this in a bit, guys. Second take, first one never took. Around my first bed, cobra, climbing bean, just planted, plastic bottle over, cane in, plastic bottle stairs, no need to move it. One on each corner of every deep bed. That'll give me, well, I'm only going to do 6 plants. And when you consider 1 cluster of flowers, when it turns to beans, is enough for a meal. And I've got 6 plants. Behind them, my leeks, I've only just put them out today. They're a variety called Northern Lights. Then I've got onions, giant exhibition. Not that they'll turn out that way. And at the back, I've got a few garlic plants. I don't expect decent bulbs off them. I'll probably eat them green. And I did try to put some carrots along front of them. Only half of them germinated, if that. Well, that's the way it goes. I'm still looking at ways of adding more veg in any little gaps. This is one of the potatoes performer. Label in there somewhere tells which one, because I was given 2 potatoes, so obviously I've named them performer 1, performer 2. See what I can get off each potato. These ones are Charlotte, and what I did when I put the potatoes in, I also put some turnip seedlings, and the idea I want for this Tokyo cross, and it shouldn't be long before they're out, and leave the potatoes to grow here. A good example of that is this pot. Charlotte potato, Tokyo cross. They should be starting to form now somewhere down there. Turnips. Now, I did mention one time I planted my cabbage and collie out early, mid-March. I said it could be done, and here we go. Look at that for a collie. It's absolutely massive. I expect decent collies this year for my dinner. I've got 1 cabbage in here. Not long before that's ready. I've not covered them. My granddad never did. He just went round them once a day. Well, when he was down the allotment, any caterpillars, just took them off, got rid. Bloody pigeons. And here, these might look younger, smaller they are. During the heavy winds, we had bad root rot on this end plant. Being a collie, he wasn't going to form a curd, so took it out, replaced it, and that's what the cauliflower called a talia, and it's grown quite fast actually. Here we've got the beans. I'm not bothered with all these. These are for Charlie, the African grey. He likes his pea pods, beans. He likes his pea pods, so he'll be getting them. Further up, I had the next bed, the very back here. I've got 3 sprouts, because at the end of the day, by the time they all form, as long as I remember this year to take the top out in September, they'll be ready for Christmas. But to get the best out of the bed, you might not be able to see them, but there's a couple of beetroots grown, which I believe is Cylindra. No, Zeppo. And in the front I've got a few carrots. There was radish in there, they've gone now. Behind it, the fences blew off. Nearly hit me getting in the polytunnel during the heavy winds. I need somebody to fix that now. Back to the pots. Here we have more garlic. Like I said, I don't expect it to do anything. This was actually shop bought garlic, but can be used green to best advantage. And coming up here, got a couple of pots of potatoes again, performer. But like I said, they are classed performer 1, performer 2, so I know what each potato gives us. And the bed behind, yep, broad beans, sorry, get mixed up with them. Yeah, broad beans. And they're Bunny's exhibition. They're a massive flower, and the bees have been bloody loving them. Fantastic growth on them. And this year, for some reason, I'm getting better growth on the parsnips in pots. Keep your fingers crossed to carry on like that. Another pot to tidy up. Missing it. Where's it gone? There it is. Zoom out. Yeah, the something, dwarf something. Just want a couple of stakes putting in, tidying up, be okay. Now, the very last deep bed, I've got calabrese in. A few more left to plant out. I'll find somewhere for them. And they're grown away very well. And all I put in, first year I've used them actually, chicken manure pellets in me brassica beds. Everything's grown brilliant in it. But I also sprayed with super soil. And then of course, Jerusalem artichokes are doing fantastic. The size of them. And we're only in end of May. I'll be pulling some of them out for dinner. Now here at the back, on the back wall of the bungalow, we've got performer potatoes. I've got wood stuck here because I've been busy weeding and planting flowers. Flower buds already. But I don't know if you can see, the bottom pot's a 12-inch pot and the top pot, it's just like an Asda flower bucket, 10-inch. And I put it towards the back, which gives me space on the front of the bottom pot. And I put some radish in. But I also followed what Duncan did. I thought he was onto a winner there when he put his onions in. He put an onion in with his potato to maximise space use. I put 2 in. I was going to put 3 high, but no need. I'm running out of pots. Then again. Right, as you can see, bottom pot radish, top pot, most of them I've got onions in. I'll make the most of it. And then I've got the dwarf beans, Hester, I can't remember the labels in them anyway. And they're showing flower buds now. So they're doing alright. As you can see, prior to going in hospital, things were going well. I'm now playing catch up again. But as you can also see, I'm trying to maximise my space. Not so much to grow more but smaller, but to make it worthwhile. Decent sized veg. I expect some decent sized collies this year. So you can plant early with brassicas, but be careful of the variety. I believe they're called Orkney. They're bred for a colder climate. So I could get away with them. And even things like the greyhound cabbage, I can get away with putting that out slightly earlier. I have put golden acre out early before now and succeeded. But I don't think we've had too bad a frost this year. It's been alright. The plants are taking no harm. They're just waiting for me to tidy them up. Unfortunately, we're taking all this off. I'll probably only show one tooth. Never mind, I'll get it back. So I've also started doing the borders as well. Put a few flowers out, and we'll take it. I'll just play it by ear basically. So as far as I'm concerned, many thanks to the Manchester Royal. When you can deal with me, you can deal with anybody. Okay guys, till next time, take care.